I'm Rain Haynes, and you're watching The Art of Picking on Antiques.com. Today we're in the sleepy little town of Round Top, Texas, population 77. 3 times a year, dealers from all over the world come to sell their wares. Let's go inside and take a look and see what they brought for us today. Everybody loves a story, but sometimes a story can add value to the price of a piece. Bart, tell me a little bit about this item.
This is a German piece. It was made in Munich around 1922. It was made for the fair. It's 2 corner cabinets, a buffet, and a shelf.
When you say it was made for the fair, which fair is this?
Fair in Munich.
The fair in Munich. About what time period?
1922.
And how did you know it was made for the fair in Munich?
Well, this was easy. Some of the pieces had a tag in the back and were stated for the fair and had a date on it. So.
Well, that's pretty helpful. I imagine not everything is going to have a tag in the back that's going to tell you that it was exhibited at the fair. I imagine that probably creates a little bit of excitement amongst collectors?
Correct. If you have a provenance on a piece, it's always easier to sell and usually brings a little more money to it.
How much more money are we talking about?
Well, 30-40% easy.
Really?
Correct.
That's a lot. I think it just goes to show that it's very important when you're taking a look at acquiring a piece for your collection or something for your home to ask the dealer, is there any provenance to the piece? And if there is there any kind of documentation that can go along with it? Or if they can point out a label just like this one had.
Correct.
Bart, thanks so much for showing us this today.
Quite welcome.
Continuing on with the theme of how provenance plays a role in the interest in items and the value in items, Luke here came all the way from Missouri today to try to sell some Civil War letters. But these are a little special. Luke, tell me a little bit about them.
We have letters from James Miller, who's in the Hall of Fame as being the most unlucky soldier to survive the Civil War.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine having that credit to your name?
Yeah, he was shot twice. Once in the groin area.
Oh.
And survived.
Ouch.
Lived on, and he went through another battle, and he was shot in the forehead, right between the eyes.
Really?
And he was buried in a mass grave.
Oh.
He clawed his way out. And then we have letters where he has actually wrote letters home, says, "I am not dead." As was told, "I am not dead."
Well, yeah, they probably reported him as being gone.
Him as, they are lying. "I am not dead."
Oh my gosh.
But he lived on, and he lived to be in 1910, and he still had pieces falling out of his skull even up until his death.
How horrible.
This is quite the letters and quite the things of interest. But I mean, we have pictures of the family. We have pictures of his family plumb back to the Revolutionary War.
Oh, wow.
And things of that nature. We have the letters with the blind stamps that he wrote, and from prison, he was in prison then later on, and he just wanted anything, crackers, pie, anything you could please send me. I will be, and then he said, if you can get 6 people to testify I didn't sign the oath, I will get out. Anything to get me out of here.
All right, tell me 2 things. You said this has a blind stamp on it.
Yes,
what is
ma'am.
a blind stamp?
The blind stamp is like when you it's a stamp so the people couldn't fake the letters to somebody else at home and get money out of them.
Okay, so that's how we tell the
fraud.
difference between a real Civil War letter and just maybe...
And then we also have the envelope with the stamp, the Civil War time stamp. It was very hard to get letters during the Civil War and very expensive.
Okay.
It wasn't like our postal system of nowadays.
It wasn't like the Pony Express of today.
Amen.
And the second thing, so let me get this straight. He is the most unluckiest person
In the Civil War.
shot twice.
Surviving
That
the Civil War.
survived. Shot twice.
Shot twice.
Once in the groin, once between the eyes.
And survived.
Left for dead, buried in a mass grave. And then he managed to go to prison on top of all of that.
Right.
I would have to say that's probably the best story I've heard today. And if that story doesn't sell this collection, I don't think anything will. Luke, thanks so much for bringing it today. This is a great story, and thanks for sharing it with us.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching the latest episode of The Art of Picking on Antiques.com. Stay tuned for more episodes.